It's a masterpiece! Mario 64 is a masterpiece. Nintendo struck the gaming landscape with a meteor that created gaming's Crater Lake. The impact is so huge that all of us alive haven't forgot about it, and everyone that was born afterward has this massive, beautiful lake to go in. I'll never forget that day in 1996. Bam! Walk into Kmart, saw Super Mario 64 for the first time. I was shell-shocked, gobsmacked. How did a game like this already exist? Everyone was waiting on something that good, but for me, it was more dream than reality. Look, when we were kids, we sit around and dream what the next generation of games might be like. I mean, it's hard to really know, especially when you're a kid. But in 1994, we knew it would have one thing for sure. 3D, baby! It was here, and it was only getting better. It was like we were riding horses to get around, but planes were on the way, and we somehow knew it. Now, mind you, 3D had been around for a while, and it had been in games since the 80s, and the efforts were pretty good. But these were neat at best. In 1990, do you think we were more interested in Super Mario Bros. 3 or Alpha Waves? Yeah, now, this is some action. Alright, here I go for the big money. Gonna have to build this jump up, and building it up, and building it up, and building it up, and building it up. Alright, I think one more. Yeah. Go to the door, go to the door. Okay. GG. Nah, 3D was Virtua Fighter. This was 3D. And it was fun as all get out. You had all these cool moves and all the characters looked all blocky, but we didn't notice. We just noticed that they were in the third dimension. Now, you couldn't really use all three dimensions. The characters would use all three planes sometimes. We were dreaming big. And here's why.
You got a friend to be. You got a friend to be. Red roller, rub your head at the bounce and bounce from the nice warm bed. You just remember what your old pal said. I want a good game with 3D. I hope that this owl don't drop me. Oh no.
We're in a similar spot with VR now. It's becoming less expensive to develop on, and we're all sitting here waiting for the big time killer app that's gonna blow us all away. Yo, by the way, play Super Hot VR, it's amazing. Over on the developer side, they were scrambling to figure out how to make a 3D game. The programming is now infinitely more complicated. What once could be developed on your at-home PC now had to be made on these $100,000 Silicon Graphics machines. Yo, this was amazing, okay? Alright? It was amazing! Not to mention, no one had any idea how to approach a 3D game. And it shows. Bubsy 3D.
Overall, this game just feels unfinished. And what I really mean is that it's like it was barely started at all. I thought this was a prototype of some sort, not an actual finished game that got released in stores. It's a pile of junk.
Jumping Flash
didn't go down that way at all, but Jumping Flash did exactly what it was meant to do. It blew people's minds like a hard drug.
Stop! I'm not showing anymore. That game makes me really dizzy. I'm sure it's fine. It just... Yeah, okay. You gotta give them credit. The book on 3D games hadn't even been written. And if you're just some small developer trying to innovate and make ends meet at the same time, you don't really have forever to sit around and figure it out. You got limited time to work and mouths to feed and a studio to support. It makes sense. But then, the king arrived. Battlezone! Oh, only in 3D. this game is really boring, but it's only in 3D.
Can't shoot the stupid guy now. Gonna quit this game. This bit's going on too long.
Super Mario 64, it was here, baby! And it was greater than anything we could have imagined. Now, I'd like to think that everyone was expecting something like Super Mario 3D Land. That game captures the same style of platforming as all the 2D Mario games. It really feels like 2D Mario came to life. Mario 64 tossed all those ideas overboard, entered into 3D with their eyes wide open. Nintendo beautifully and gently eases you into 3D and doesn't give you an overly long tutorial, but a great space to play around in. I mean, look how quickly I can get to the game as well as figure things out at the same time. Let's see here. A to sound, B to sound, okay. Oh, yeah. First time playing. This is, oh wow. Never, I could do that? Here I go. Level 1, I'm inside the world, talk to a guy. Okay, here I go. Hey, how you doing? Go to the top and kill the guy. Yeah, got it. But you see, you don't have to play this way. I'm about to rush up to the top, show this big baby what's for. Oh yeah! Be seeing you in the newspapers! And bada bing, bada boom, first star done. You see, the great thing is though, I don't have to do any one thing for the most part. If I wanted to climb the mountain differently, I can. I can go this way. Or this way. Or this way. Or if I'm in here like, man, this level sucks, I can just swap levels. I don't have to get all of anything. There are levels I can skip entirely. Do you see this level of freedom? Oh, and the controls and the movement options? Beautiful, baby.
You got the triple jump, the wall jump, the long jump. You can crawl. You have the sweep and slide kick, which I just now realized existed. You have the backflip, the cartwheel jump, the air kick, your dive move. But it's not just the wealth of tools you have, it's the little nuances in using them that makes the platforming so exciting. Like how you have to manage your space when lining up a triple jump, or how you snap the analog stick back to do a somersault. If you don't have any room to maneuver, you can go for the backflip. The dive will move you further, but it's risky to use because Mario will slide after using it.
But hang on. A ton of half-decent games have all this and more. But what makes Mario 64 a masterpiece? It's because Mario 64 is the cornerstone that every 3D game is built on, and it's still tons of fun. Look, when Sonic Adventure 1 came out, I was equally excited. I didn't have a Sega Saturn, and I had a Genesis and then a Dreamcast, and it was like, hey, Sonic, where you been, man? And I was flipping out at how awesome every second of this game was, and I still love it. But it's cheesy, buggy, and only about half as fun as I remember. Oh no. I spoke bad about Sonic. The Church of Sonic, they're gonna come.
Hey! Get out of here! I have Sonic 06! If you step any closer, I'm gonna break my Sega Genesis in half! Get out!
Comparatively over in film, everyone says Citizen Kane is the greatest movie of all time, and it deserves all the accolades it gets. It is a masterpiece. There are books and books written on the subject. But if you show a modern film viewer Citizen Kane, they're probably gonna be bored.
Where's my Marvel? There's no superheroes in this. I want more Michael Bay explosions. Where's the laugh track? How am I supposed to know what's funny? Sarah, turn this off! I want to watch The Big Bang Theory!
You see, Mario 64 is so fun and so well made that if I handed it to a modern person, they're just gonna have a blast. They could have no experience in 3D games, or they could be a gaming pro, and I guarantee you, everyone is gonna be hooked. There's a reason that Gabe Newell has called this his favorite game of all time, or that when Bubsy 3D was being created, the head developer saw the first preview of it, he panicked, and he said, that's it, back to the drawing board. Because this game is a masterpiece. It's astounding. It was like at the time, all the other developers were out there making the Wright brothers plane, and then Nintendo crashed a jet plane and everybody tossed us the keys and said, how about it, kid? Now, I know there are criticisms of this game, and I'll go ahead and read some off.
I don't like these graphics. I don't like this controller.
I don't like Mario.
I mean, I hear you. When I said everyone, I was exaggerating, okay? Not everyone is gonna like Mario 64, but here's the thing. When I first saw this game, I was blown to shreds. But now, I don't have that kind of excitement when I play the game. The love has changed. It is deeper, quieter, more meaningful. And that's how I know this game is so good. I can keep coming back to it. The true mark of a masterpiece is not the explosion it creates in the beginning, but the fact that you can keep coming back to it and finding more and more and still having a great time. I agree with Video Game Donkey. I love this game.